Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Are you buying or selling? Anything else? Of course. Anything else? A fine choice. Take care.
Stand back, friend. You don't want to get this stuff on you, please.
Oh, sorry. Just finishing loading the last of our wares.
Yes, the finish is exquisite.
Forgive me, traveller, but no matter how deep your pockets might be, yes.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua. The Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us! We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity!
Quite.
How dare you!
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic! He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. The figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Opportunity.
What brings you to our humble
among you is
village?
bold enough to heed her call? Is that blade for hire, perchance?
Figuratively.
Well, a passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts.
How do you want to...
Eventually. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. Bring me that beast's skin and I will...
All right.
Of course, leave Tabor through the east gate, but take... I eagerly await your...
Beneath the flood, yes. And not a stone's throw away. I hope it doesn't spray.
How are those new boots treating you?
You! Finally. No one was...
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures, the most accomplished in all Valisthea. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. The answers I seek lying just beyond my... Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the...
Climb the stairs and...
And... three of them, to be precise. I'm here in the hope that, namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people.
I can't promise I'll remember it.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions. If it wasn't for those domed roofs protecting the stones from the elements, the truth of
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches will bring down the price.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
Decent quarry's been hard to find since the sky's turned.
It has indeed. Can't blame the beasts for being on edge.
Thank you for the deal, egg, mister.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Have you noticed the elder has been...
Not a scratch on it.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalna.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Well, scholarly thoughts like humans are, aren't they?
How are those new boots treating you?
The engravings were in good repair.
Oh, what did I... Come, don't tease me now. What did you... let's...
Guardians of the Crystal. The first stones of Tabor. I'm pretty sure...
Fascinating. But, whatever...
Voyagers?
Seafarers?
I'm Wanderers of the Gore.
No doubt you're right. This is...
Children?
Son?
I could have Children, that's all three.
And so, we add 3 Guardians. Little wonder, nonetheless. One cannot help but wonder.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
For years, I have pondered the mystery.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. Thanks, Gal. Old he may be. Looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet. Here's your hut.
I what? Claire, join me.
I don't plan on making a habit of this.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, do not allow me to keep you from...
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then?
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Ah, Lord Rosfield. I'm afraid I cannot stay to talk. I must leave to collect reports.
3 cities and a sea.
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy? Ready, go? Yeah!
Let us be rid of them.
Yeah!
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
What's happened? The guards at the gate are right on.
If we're going to do this...
Clive, it just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure...
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more.
So where does my skill with a blade?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, so we've been searching for a place, and we believe we have found one. The place was abandoned a long time ago.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere.
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo?
Of course.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will, even if I begin right, so I'd better get... Try to clear the place.
I'll do my best.
You will find the village in Chadra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft.
All right.
I'm sure... Pass through Lateney's Cleft, and you'll see what's left of Cashlock.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must be... As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally...
Thank you. But his revenge...
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and but there are those among us who cannot fight. Children. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought... But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for... And so, Clive, will you take them to your hideaway?
I will.
Thank you. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Sheep...
Understood.
Then the last of my preparations are and may Griga guide it.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
Everyone. You can no longer guarantee your protection, but I...
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if we owe him our life. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's because he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end, that we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster! They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die!
No. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard...
All right. Where is this man?
It's way over to the east.
Promise us.
The manor's to the east of Lostwing.
I still haven't paid Quinton back for saving my life. So...
This one.
Over here!
This one. Go for it! Come on.
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late. Quentin, are you all right?
No. But which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me, without question, all the way.
This must be the guard dog, Quentin.
But...
your comrades didn't die for nothing. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no mere guard dog.
The rabbit next to these keep on down. Get him! Over here! This one! Over here! This one! Go for it! Get him! Over here! Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Built, it was all for this. But what is this? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I'm...
Quentin.
Master Quinton! Oh!
You.
And so are you. It's Lostwing.
What? Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool!
Damn it. Quinton's not going to last long in there.
Then we'll finish this quickly.
Stay down! Finished. I need to find Quinton. Quinton. Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quinton.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you?
I thought you weren't coming back, but I prayed, and can't we just go back to how it was?
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quinton. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and...
Your village may be lost, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? Why would anyone follow me?
Because we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah. And all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village.
It was. And as long as we're still here,
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing. Right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quinton we know.
Please. Quinton will suffice, after all. Permit me to withdraw. I will no longer be needing your help in...
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your...
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage... If you don't mind wait...
I look forward to it.
They are right, you know. Lost Wing can...
I'd have followed...
Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay, but we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could, but where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock, which leaves us in a bit of a pickle.
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's been more and more of them turning up lately. But there's only so many we can shelter with the roof. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space, and that's...
It's no but.
Thank you, Club.
So?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool? It's been a lot...
It was and if any of us could have done anything, but what's done is done.
I suppose...
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den. Nasty bastard would have sent someone to clear him out sooner, if my boys didn't. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I
do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved.
And I know the men. I've already... And I dare say he's got some...
Of course.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first.
I'm all for making this town a welcoming place, but...
So, Wade.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool.
That's right. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us. Not to... And then there are the bearers. Men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them.
As can I, which is why I agree.
That's very kind of you. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues
So?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more... A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock...
I'll head into Eastpool and you and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk.
The Akashic are the bigger risk.
Well, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you?
No need, my lord.
All right.
We shall see you there.
Inn's full. Don't bolt. consequences. That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes to... this one. Any more surprise?
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching? I thought you were keeping an eye out for a cache.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that...
Let's hope it was the last of its kind.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume.
Of course. I'll send order... Leave it with me, my lord.
Home. No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. Now to begin the important work of It won't be easy. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease. But we'll...
So wait, if you don't mind.
Of course.
I'll let Martha know that everyone... If you need any...
And we...
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
I'd better get this well back in working order.
First things first, we'll need to get a...
Can't say it wasn't a relief to see the better part of the Guardians finally taking their...
Ah, there you are. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandit. And what's all this about? Some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, it'll only give me nightmares of me own. What?
I suppose it will be.
What else? Sir Wade's. There's plenty bad happened to that place.
Did Wade say...
Well, anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool. But the way I see it, if it's food or lumber...
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you.
I wanted to. Come on. Faster! meant to fight.
This must have been a nice place once.
It will be again. This one. Over here! Go! Over here! Snowfall! All yours, Torvald!
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklat. Something the matter, Theodore?
Quiet. Those are our terms.
I shall.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, but enough about him.
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it.
I should go.
Don't let me. But she'll only get up. I'll explain.
All right. Eloise.
Thank you, Clark. Here. Well then, I suppose the first thing we'll need...
You're still in
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf. I suppose it's to be... But we shall...
Well...
I'm not...
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium.
I don't think I've...
Well, every trader and nested it, and...
And you'd rather...
I would rather... And I would never... Eloise saved me from slavery. And we have striven to save others like me, but this was not the life I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds. And she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me. And I want to repay the favor each time and
She loves...
And I love... Though I...
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then,
That's a...
Were it not for the Undying's aid, I would be long dead.
It seems the hideaway's lost its...
Said they were all the rage in Dalamil. Have you had one?
Something smells good.
Bombs.
Eh?
There's a storm coming soon.
Good morrow to you, my friend. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it. You are always welcome, Clive.
Did you see the pair that got pulled into time?
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
them of their sin!
You'll regret doing my mother's bidding. Your work here is done.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Eh?
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled?
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things. They've been routed. still be survivors inside.
Where is your master? What does he want?
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not. As long as we don't hold back.
Nice try.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes!
Help me, boy.
Still must beat you hard.
Nice try.
One is seldom enough.
Would you not agree? Actually, I wouldn't.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Waloed.
Get back.
impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
All the rest.
Joshua!
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Will he be all right?
The Phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. pouring your gale into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You lot mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself. Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Still alive, are you? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Is that all?
What do I owe the honor? What do you want? My best work, but it'll do. You can thank me later. Yeah, That should do you. You can thank me later. Not my best work, but it'll do. You can thank me later. That it? Fine.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've told.
Paul said it was an army of Akashi.
How are we supposed to do our duty? Who's a crawling wreck?
Good girl. Run like the wind. The Imperial Army must have... tired of their pets. But if they won't feed them, neither will I. Straight home now. There's no turning back. Slow.